In Austin, Texas for South by Southwest, and I am joined by the gentlemen of Ionia. How are you guys doing today?
Good, very good.
You introduce yourselves for me.
I'm Chris, I play guitar.
Mike, I play drums.
Freddie, I play bass.
I'm Blaze, vocals.
Kyle, I play guitar.
Fabulous. Have you guys ever been to South by Southwest before?
A couple of us have. Me, Freddie, and Mike have been here.
Chris and I had.
Yeah, last year.
Okay. For those of you who've been here, what's the best part about South by?
I think it's good to be in such a rich environment of different types of music, you know.
Absolutely.
And be able to try to catch as much as we can. But I mean, you know, I think for most of the bands, everybody's working while they're here. You know?
Yeah.
I think that it's a good vibe here. There's a lot of positive energy. A lot of people looking to check out some new bands, looking to find some new music, and it's just a good overall vibe.
Definitely. A lot of good bands here this week. Who are you guys looking forward to see?
I'm looking forward to seeing Animals Leaders and Minus the Bear.
Ooh, yes.
Maybe Stone Temple Pilots if that, materializes.
It's true. Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, I second that. I'm with him.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all right.
Everyone's.
Same here. Yeah.
So there's stuff she and him are playing.
Oh, yes.
I don't know. We were checking out the list. There's a lot of good stuff.
Hopefully see some new stuff too. Maybe come away with some new favorites.
Oh, always.
You guys have a debut album coming out in April. Is that correct?
Yeah.
How are you guys going to celebrate?
Go on the road. Starve,
Tour?
siphon people's
Play
gas.
music.
Yeah.
Yeah, just play. Get on the road, play as much as we possibly can.
Very cool. Talk to me a little bit about the songwriting process. Is there a structure to it? Who contributes what?
It varies. I mean, sometimes somebody will bring in an idea that they have kind of worked out, or that they've worked out for the most part, and that'll start it up, and then we'll put our input on it and work on it together. Sometimes we just come up with ideas, while we're in the studio, maybe at the beginning of a rehearsal or something, jam on something.
Very cool.
Yeah, I don't think there's any structured way that happens. It kind of develops however it develops.
Sure. Has there ever been anything totally off the wall or strange that's inspired a song? Like an animal or a...
I think most recently for me, Freddie had taken a trip. Where were you? Which one? The last trip.
Belgium.
Yeah, Freddie had taken Belgium. Maybe it was Belgium. He had taken a trip and he had gone to a museum of communism. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was in Budapest.
Yeah, in Budapest. And he had told me about his trip and just he was expressing we were just having a conversation about paranoia and in American culture, and he had this.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We were just saying, I was just saying, like, at a certain point in history there, the Green Arrow Party, which was sort of like a communistic sort of party that took over there, was literally just pulling people off the street that they felt they wanted to sort of
Arrest
get
and
any
repress.
information out however they deemed necessary. And the basement of this whole building in black they took over was for torture, and it just made me like paranoid of, like, at any given point that you could just be, people can just get hostile for no reason. I was like, man, like, I'm a pretty peaceful person, but like, I need a gun. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it
was that expression of I need a gun, and we ended up writing a song called Gun,
Okay.
which was kind of derived from the paranoia that kind of everybody feels no matter how peaceful you are, especially here and in America and the time that we're living in, feeling kind of like, a little bit of paranoia and fear that is instilled in everybody. And the song also ended up being kind of a love song to how addicted Americans are to their weapons and their violence.
Very cool. So you guys have been on the road. You've played with a bunch of great bands, veteran bands. What's kind of the best advice that someone maybe who's been in business for a long time has ever given you, or in terms of your musical career? What's the best advice you guys have ever gotten?
I don't know if necessarily advice. We've been on a lot of festivals, and we played. The most noteworthy bands we played with have been on festivals.
Okay.
And those kind of environments are sort of like this. Everybody just kind of sees each other in passing. So we haven't done a lot of tours with big bands that we necessarily know and respect yet, because we're a pretty young band.
Sure.
So, I mean, I think that probably something that affected all of us during Warped Tour was something that the singer Buddy from Census Fail said, which kind of wasn't necessarily meant for us, or it was kind of meant for everybody. And he was just doing an interview, And talking about respect, and the basic idea of what he was saying was just, you know, to not kind of turn music and turn what you're doing into some kind of joke or some kind of macho game.
Sure.
And that to not be disrespectful with it to fans or to anybody, or to the art itself.
Yeah.
And that kind of, I mean, that really affected me, and I really resonated with what he was saying, because he was talking about how a lot of people get up on stage and say stuff like "show me your tits" or bullshit like that, and
right.
just that we kind of subscribe to that. We do our music and we take it very seriously, and we take what we say very seriously. We write a lot of social commentary, and the stuff that we write about is important to us, and it's not a joke to us.
Right.
And because of that, that kind of resonated with all of us and meant something to us, you know?
That's great advice. If there was anyone in the world, living, dead, musical or not, famous, that you would want to be just a giant fan of your band, just, you know, have them listen to have them in your iPod, or you in their iPod, who would it be? Start with you.
Living or dead. Huh?
Living or dead. It could be, it doesn't even have to be someone musical. It could be, you know, the president or your mom, maybe, you know.
Where's my mom at?
I would say either Albert Einstein
Ooh, that's a good
or Chino Marino.
Okay,
Oh,
very good.
definitely.
I'm not sure about that one. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I would be interested in either Miles Davis or Gigi Allen.
Okay.
I'd be interested if he had that in his iPod.
I mean, that was a joke before, but I actually would say my mom.
Aw.
I would like her to be able to listen to what I create and what I
Sure.
do. So that's something that, I mean, would mean something to me.
Great.
Let's say Robert Johnson.
Okay. Good. Well, thank you guys so much for stopping by today.
Yeah,
Have
thanks
fun
for
in
having us.
Austin, and we'll catch up with you guys again soon.
Cool.